This is a video on mathematics for the students of class 9 and we are discussing circles. This is the fifth part of the video. Let us look into the first question, that is your question number 15 from your textbook, that the line joining the midpoints of the two chords of a circle passes through its center. They're talking about this line which is passing through the center and joins CD with the midpoint here and N with the midpoint on the line AB. Now we need to prove that the chords are parallel. Now we know that whenever we have an alternate angles or whenever we have a corresponding angles can be used to prove whether the triangles are whether the lines are parallel to each other or not. So here what we can do is if we can prove that angle DMO or angle ANO are equal, so we know that if these are two parallel lines and if these two angles are equal, so that means they are forming an alternate angle. So we can say that CD is parallel to AB here. So let us take that M and N be the midpoints of the chord of AB and CD respectively, and M is the midpoint of CD which makes OMD as 90 degree. Similarly, if I take triangle ONB, or I can take ONA, let us take the side ONA here. So ON is perpendicular to AB, and equation 1 and 2 we can say that OMD is equal to ONA here, that is equal to 90 degrees. Therefore the two angles are equal and are alternate to each other, so we can say that both the lines are parallel to each other, both the chords are parallel to each other. Next question is your question number 16, that if a diameter of a circle is perpendicular to one of the two parallel chords of a circle, we need to prove that it is perpendicular to the other and it also bisects it. So we know that since the diameter is at least bisecting or is perpendicular to one of the two chords, let us take AB here, that means angle M will be 90 degrees. So if I am taking AMO, that means angle AMO should be equal to 90 degree, and PQ is the line bisecting the chord AB here at point M. So AB becomes parallel to CD, and if you see the same triangle, if I take OLC or if I take OLD, so this angle also becomes 90 degree because point L is where the chord gets bisected and point L lies on the line PQ. So therefore we can say that L is perpendicular to the chord CD, M is perpendicular to the chord MB, hence we can say that PQ is perpendicular to AB, and also PQ is perpendicular to CD, hence the equation is proved. Let us look into the next question, that is we have an equilateral triangle which we need to prove that the centroid and circumcenter of a triangle coincide. So this is the circumcenter and this is also the centroid because this is the point where all the three lines meet. So we refer it to as centroid or the circumcenter, which can be used to draw a circumcircle here. And since it is an equilateral triangle, so we have AB is equal to BC, that is equal to C, and E is the midpoint of AC, D is the midpoint of BC, and F is the midpoint of the side AB. Now since AD is the median of the triangle ABC, so we can take two triangles, that is ACD and triangle ADB, prove that the two triangles are equal by your theorems of congruency. So since we know that it's an equilateral triangle, so AB will be equal to AC and side AD is common. So we have two sides equal, and we also know that since D is the midpoint, so BD will be equal to DC. So we have 3 points and that is equal to, so we can say that BD is also equal to DC. Therefore, we can say that the triangles are congruent to each other, and similarly, we can prove that uh, ADB and ADC, which forms the linear pair, And if both the angles are equal, that means each angle will measure 90 degree because they are linear pair, and sum of these angles is equal to 180 degree. So if both the angles are equal, that means they measure 90 degree respectively. So thus we can say that AD is perpendicular to BC, and hence the centroid and circumcenter coincide because they are forming a common point here. So this is all we have from the video today. We'll continue in the next video.